Hi, this is Vardhan Reddy Challa, and this is my midterm assessment for Info 5810. And University Data Analysis is my title, and this is nothing but the analysis about the World University Rankings dataset. It has a variables like world rank, university name, country, teaching, research, citations, income, total score, number of students, student staff ratio, international students, female male ratio, and the year. Here, these variables are used as attributes for us to get more information about the particular university. Coming to my introduction, this analysis will provide information about universities based on their rankings, quality of education, patents, scores, and other variables. Universities considered from various parts of the world. This analysis will offer insight into various detail of the universities, like a number of international students, number of patents created by the universities, comparison between the universities based on the scores and other information. So dataset, I've chosen my dataset as World University Rankings. So this dataset has obtained from the Kaggle.com. This dataset offers the information about 1028 universities from 62 different countries. So these two parameters are used to assessing the quality of education and other factors. So my dataset contains 14 columns and 2201 rows. So coming to the data cleaning process, data cleaning is an essential process while working with large data sets. So data cleaning activities deals with the rectifying the names of the countries and removal of misspelled country names. So data cleaning is a process of eliminating null, zero, blank, and random data from the data collection. So you can observe one thing here, like United States of America was entered as a UNC state. Because of this, there were an output revealing no information. This error was rectified using the simple search and replace activity over here. The search activity was done through the column basis. Similarly, here United Kingdom is as well as a United Kingdom. So similar steps were carried out and the errors have been rectified over here. Coming to data analysis, my analysis have three parts. So coming to the first part, it deals with some basic activities like calculating the averages, performing the operations like sum, minimum, maximum, and using similar kind of functions. And coming to the second part of analysis, it deals with the pivot tables and charts for extracting patterns from the data sets. So coming to the third part of the analysis, it deals with the creating histograms and running the descriptive analysis. So this is my match function. Match function is nothing but it's this function is used to identify the position of the data in the data set. So here the university name is given, so we can find the position of that in the data set. So here we have mentioned the university name, and by using this match functions, we can find the position of this university in the data set. So coming to the range functions, here we are finding the maximum number of patents and then minimum number of patents. Then we are finding the difference between maximum and minimum number of patents for calculating the range functions. So here in the maximum function, we are getting the maximum number of patents by using this formula over here. And in minimum functions, we have performed minimum number of patents by using this formula. So as a result, the range of patents equals to maximum number of patents minus minimum number of patents. By performing the maximum number of patents operation, we'll get the maximum number of patents. And by performing the minimum number of patents, we'll get the minimum. So maximum minus minimum will get the range of patents. So in addition to that, we've performed the sum of publications. This is the sum operation. And coming to the VLOOKUP function, VLOOKUP function is used to look up vertically. So this function is used to determine the country of the given university. So here we are giving the name of the university by using the VLOOKUP function. So we can find from which country it belongs to. So HLOOKUP function is used for searching values in the table array and will be returning the data from the column specified against the value. So this function is used to determine the university and the country to which it belongs to. So here name of the university is given by using the HLOOKUP operation. We can find the university and the country to which it belongs to. So coming to the pivot tables and pivot charts, a pivot table is a powerful tool for calculating, summarizing, and analyzing data. Pivot table behave differently depending on a platform on which you are running Excel. So it allows us to convert fields from row to column and column to row and generate the various layouts we desired for the data set we chosen. So pivot table allows us to organize complex data quickly and effectively, allowing for the most efficient data summarizing. Pivot table make it simple and sort it out and restructure data. So we can summarize fields values using the pivot table by using various calculations or operations such as sum, count, average, minimum, maximum, product, count numbers, and etc. So coming to the pivot charts in Excel, a pivot table can be visually represented in the form of pivot chart. These tables and charts are linked to another. So any changes in the pivot table is automatically updated in the pivot chart. So trends and patterns can be comprehended easily with the help of pivot tables and pivot charts. So this is my pivot table. So pivot table is used for extracting the summary from the large data sets. So total number of countries and the total number of universities can be known through the pivot table. So here this figure shows the number of countries. So total number of countries is considered as 73 for ranking the universities around the world. So this is another set of pivot table. So this figure shows the number of universities considered from 73 countries, that is 818. So it can be observed from the above image like total number of universities considered are 818 from the 73 different countries. So analyzing results from the pivot chart, this pivot chart showing country with the most number of university, and the figure shows the list of the countries having the number of university. It can be observed that USA is having the highest number of universities, which is 161 among all the countries. So here we are defining this count of school name on the x-axis and the countries on the y-axis. So the on the pivot chart showing the highest number of students enrolled in a country. Here we've written sum of number of students on the x-axis and we have taken country on the y-axis. So it can be noted from like the USA having the 15 million students has the highest number of student enrollment in the universities, and we can show this in this pivot chart. Coming to the date functions, here this figure shows the dates on which patents were published by the institutions. So here we have taken dates on the x-axis and sum of patents on the y-axis. So total number of patents on specific dates is defined. So coming to the histograms, these are one of the best tools for performing comparisons. So following histogram compares the scores of Arizona State University and Boston University. So in this picture, like we have taken institutions on the x-axis and the average of the score on the y-axis. This figure shows scores between the two universities for the year 2015. So one need to observe that Boston University has a better score than Arizona University. So this data will be useful for students who wish to join either of these two universities. So this data is also useful for international students planning for their studies in these universities. And this is a histogram too. This is in the following histogram, the number of patents on the specific dates have been extracted. The same, the dates on x-axis and the sum of patents on y-axis. So total number of patents on particular dates have been extracted. Coming to my scatter plot shows the rank and the patent among the universities. So this scatter plot shows the difference between the university rank and number of patents. Here on x-axis, we have taken the university ranks, and on the y-axis, we have taken the number of patents. So it can be observed that universities in the top 10 brackets have published more patents than the rest of the universities. Coming to the descriptive analysis is performed through solver add-in for knowledge, knowing the values like mean, median, standard deviation, minimum, maximum, range, and sum count. As per rules of statistics, it's necessary for a median and standard deviation to have a significant difference in the values. From the descriptive analysis of 1265 records, it can be said that there is a huge difference between these two, and therefore the data is taken as valid. So coming to my rapid miner, here import the data set. First, we need to import the data set, natural the data set into the arrangement at the point when we picked up recuperate manager is shown. So next coming to the missing data, how to handle the missing data. In the parameter, click on the missing value operators, panel set attribute to the filter. Add the replace missing values, connect it, click on run, execute the process. Next, coming to the inconsistent data handling, I've used replace operator. We still need to fill the values for replace what we replace by. When we come across data that is irrelevant or incorrect, the replace operator comes in handy. Then coming to the attribute reduction, to decrease the number of characteristics, use the select attribute operator, select parameters in the parameters pane, and set a attribute e-filter type to subset. This feature allows to select and display only few attributes. This operator is handy when a user want to analyze something. Then this is my rapid miner design, and here the, this is a import data set, and this is a replace missing data handling, and this is missing inconsistent handling. And here I have placed one filter, and this will select the attributes. And coming to my conclusion, data analysis has become an important part for the organization in the present context. In this regard, data analysis on university dataset has been carried out. So interesting outcomes have been obtained with the applications of functions, tools, and techniques provided by the Excel. So tools such as pivot table and pivot charts are highly essential when dealing with the large kind of data sets. Yeah. And thanking you.